You guys might think I'm crazy on this one, but I really do believe that we've all been playing the intro to Leper Messiah by Metallica the wrong way for decades now. It is way different than what I thought that it was, and you might be skeptical, but I'll even show you some videos and stuff like that that might convince you other ways. Check this out. Hey there kids, and welcome to a brand new installment of Weekend Wankshop. Here with your good buddy, Uncle Ben. So ever since I started doing all these classic thrash riffs decoded, I've gotten a ton of requests from you guys to do the intro to Leper Messiah by Metallica from the classic Master of Puppets album. That's one of those ones that I've always heard people play and never thought that it sounded exactly right, and I had my own way of playing it that I thought was correct, but then when I stacked it up to the original recording, I knew something wasn't quite right. There are probably going to be a lot of you guys saying that this does not sound right, but I am going to provide you with some good strong video and audio evidence later on in this video, so stick with me, I'll prove it to you. It's really simple to play, but it is not what I thought was going on in that intro part. Let's hear it again at step bad speed before we start digging into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as always, you can find a full tab for this week's lesson over on my Instagram page, so be sure to follow me over at Ben Eller Guitars. Find the tab for this week's lick, learn how to play it, then upload a video of yourself shredding through it, along with the hashtag Weekend Wankshop. So this is in standard tuning, and I'm only going to go up to the F sharp riff, because there's plenty of good tabs and lessons for that on the internet. I just want to focus just on that intro part. So whenever I first started trying to learn this song about 10 or 15 years ago, I was playing it like how I see a lot of other people do, like 2 E's and a G power chord. That's how I see it tabbed out and played in cover videos and stuff all the time. That's absolutely wrong. So what they are actually starting off playing here is a 2-finger bar on the A string and D string on fret number 3. Again, 1 finger, 2 strings, 1 fret, 2 girls, 1 cup. Nothing but net. So using your middle finger, play 3rd A and 3rd D. Then just move that down a fret. Play 2nd A, 2nd D with your 1st finger. Again, these are simple 1-finger double stop bars across A and D strings. Then the next thing you're going to do is using that middle finger, come up and play a 2-finger double stop on your bottom 2 strings. So this is going to be 3rd fret low E, 3rd fret A. Now those first 2 that you play on the A and D strings, they are palm muted super hard. It makes them almost indiscernible on the original recording. Then when you hit the low one down here, take the palm muting off. Again, that is way different from what any tab book or anything out there says, but I'll prove it to you. Just keep watching. And then play that exact same move a second time here. So we're going to play 3rd A and D, 2nd A and D, 3rd E and A, and then come in and play an A power chord. This is open A and 2nd fret D. Like I said, every time they're hitting those 3rd fret and 2nd fret A and D bars, they are really palm muting super hard, so be sure to do that when you play this section. So then move into the second section of the riff here. It's going to have that same 3 on the A and D, 2 on the A and D, 3 on E and A move. Then come back in and do your 3 on the A and D, 2 on the A and D, and then a G power chord. So this is my 3rd fret low E string and 5th fret A string. So the second section of this is. Next section, you're going to play all that same 2-string bar stuff again. So 3rd A, 3rd D, 2nd A, 2nd D, 3rd E, 3rd A. Then you're going to go back to your 3rd A and D, 2nd A and D, then play a G power chord. So that's my 3rd fret E, 5th fret A. Then come down a whole step to an F power chord, 1st E, 3rd A. So that section is going to sound like this. I've also noticed that live, no matter what decade of Metallica it is that you check out, James, for some reason, even though he didn't do it on the record this way, he'll come up and play an A octave instead of the F power chord. So if you're playing what James plays live, it sounds like this. So he's ending here on the 5th fret low E string, kind of choking the A out, and then the 7th fret D string. So it's just octaves of A. Again, he didn't do it on the record, but he does it live all the time. And then the very last part, you're going to have your bars on A and D on 3, bars on A and D on 2, bar on E and A on 3. Then you're going to go back to the 3rd fret A and D bar, 2nd fret A and D bar, then an A power chord. So that's... Then we have the little walk down section. So this right here is playing that 3rd fret A and D again, 2nd fret A and D, open A and D, 3rd fret low E and A, then go back to 2nd fret A and D, then open A and D. It's kind of a lot of notes. Let's play that again. And then after this, on the low E string, you're going to play 3, 2, 1. Just going single notes right here. And after that, they go right into the F sharp riff. Okay, so all together, first section, second section, third section, and the last part. So like I said, that's a lot different than what I thought was being played. It even took some convincing of myself to make sure I wasn't just going nuts. So let me show you a few of the things that I found online that helped convince me that this is actually what's going on with that intro. Okay, so on the original recording, whenever the song kicks off, it's nearly indiscernible because everybody is hitting so hard whenever Lars comes in after that 5 count. It's hard to hear. So that's not a lot of help. If you're looking for clues in the actual song itself, if you'll fast forward to about 51 seconds in, that's where you can hear it the best. I think it's just not really palm muted quite as hard. So if you listen right here, they kind of reprise that little first section, and you can hear those 2-string bars that I'm doing. That's the part in the song where you hear it the most clearly. So one thing I noticed when I was trying to find a good live version of the song so I could watch their hands and stuff a little bit better is that James has this tendency to turn and face the drum kit almost every single freaking time that they play this intro. I think that's because there's also a lot of videos online of Lars screwing up that 5 count at the first of it and only doing a 4 count before the song starts. So I think this is just James checking to make sure Lars isn't going to mess his own song up. But if you look up Metallica Leper Messiah live, August 20th, 2016, Minneapolis, Minnesota, this person's seat was apparently like on the stage or down in the orchestra pit or something like that. So whenever James turns around to watch Lars and babysit him a little bit, you can actually see what he's playing. Okay, so this is right before the riff kicks in. And what I want you guys to watch for here are the movement of the 2nd and 1st fingers. You're going to see his middle finger contract down to do that 3rd fret bar on A and D. Then you're going to see his 1st finger contract down on A and D, fret number 2. And then you're going to see that 2nd finger just pop up to the bottom 2 strings on the 3rd fret. There is no power chord. You don't see his 1st and 3rd fingers form a G power chord on the 3rd and 5th frets. If you did, you'd be able to see the 2nd fret space if his 1st finger was over here at the 3rd fret. Just watch just these 2 fingers right here working. Check it out. Boom. Watch it for yourself on your own screen, of course, because it'll be much better quality than what I'm doing right now. But again, you can even see right here, watch those first 2 fingers doing all kinds of work, especially on the end where he does the little walk down section, that section right there. You can really see those single fingers moving in bars going across those strings. Watch really closely. Again, flat fingers for bars right there. There's your actual G power chord. There's your A octaves. Now watch this. Those kinds of flat fingers are such a smoking gun for bars. I really watched that section a million times trying to believe what I was seeing. This video right here was another really big revealer for me. It's Metallica Leper Messiah Tuning Room, Seattle, August 9th, 2017. The visual here isn't very good. You can't quite see their hands very well, but there is a really important audio clue I want to tell you guys about. Whenever the song comes in, James actually misses the cue and doesn't play, so we get to hear just what Kirk is playing. And I think hearing just the one single guitar makes it a little bit easier to hear those 2-string bars that I know a lot of you guys aren't going to believe me on, the ones on the A and D strings on the 3rd and 2nd fret. Listen, I'm just going to pause it right after he hits those 2 chords and then replay it a few times so you can hear just what Kirk is doing. It's on the right side of the speakers and stuff there, so if you got some good monitors, pan everything to the right so you'll hear just Kirk. Check it out. You hear that? I'm going to play that on repeat a few times so you guys can really hear it. That is blatantly the sound of those 2 bars. They're tuned down a half step on this because this is how they do it live now, but yeah, still the same deal. 3rd fret, A and D, 2nd fret, A and D. Clear as day. Again, those double stops, I know they seem weird, but they also continue that theme going through the rest of the tune as well. So, like coming into the verse parts and stuff, they reiterate that same lick again a few times. Watch the flat fingers and listen for those stacked fourths on those little double stops. Watch Kirk. Flat fingers don't lie. Believe me guys, I think it's weird too because that is not how I've heard that riff for years and years and years until now. Again, watch a ton of live videos and stuff like that. Try to make up your mind for yourself. But those flat fingers that you see when they play it live, that is just the biggest dead giveaway that I can tell you, as well as that tuning room video. You can really hear those 2-string bars super, super well. Pretty much any live video from this side of the millennium, they'll be playing tuned down a half step. So if you're checking out any of the more recent live stuff, be sure to be doing it with a half step tuned down guitar in your lap. Otherwise it'll sound way off. Thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You guys can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ben Eller Guitars. You can go like my new Facebook fan page over on facebook.com/UncleBenEller. And if you'd like to book some one-on-one Skype lessons, be sure to drop me an email, benellerguitars@gmail.com. Drop me a line and let me know what other classic riffs you guys would like to hear decoded here on Weekend Wankshop. And stay tuned for another sick lick next week. See you guys.